everybody, and in traditional Northernlion Binding of Isaac Challenge Run fashion, we have a run today that is fashioned after another game that I'm sort of infamous for playing, I guess. I wouldn't say famous, because famous implies that it's a good thing, but this is our Spelunky themed run, suggested by YouTube user, and I gotta say I love this username, YouTube user Crimson Waffles, which, doesn't it just sound delicious? It sounds like a nice strawberry flavored waffle or something. Anyway, we have a lot of Spelunky related or themed items here. We have the bomb bag, obviously the analog for that in Oh! There we go, managed to not get hit there, is the bomb bag itself. We have Spelunker's hat, obviously that is related to... Where's our real secret room? This seems weird to me. We have our Spelunker's hat, which is, of course, you know, Spelunky's fedora, I guess, from the game. We have the compass, you know, the compass. We have the Ankh. We have Charmer the Vampire, which is going to function a little bit like the Kapala, that allows us to regenerate health. And beyond that, we also have the Necronomicon, which of course functions as the Necronomicon, or at least is similar in name to the Necronomicon. Now, the way that this run is going to work is that, you know, we already have some decent items, but not... Wow, that is incredibly lucky that we just got 17 cents there. I'm going to use my bomb here to open this up. I could use the bomb to get the golden key. Actually, that was probably better, but in the end, it probably shouldn't make a difference. We don't want anything in here. We'll just see if there's some money, though. Anyway, shops are going to be allowed. Golden chest items are going to be allowed. Boss items are going to be allowed, but I don't think item rooms should be allowed. We don't have fantastic upgrades, but we do have some solid upgrades. And you know, in keeping with true Spelunky fashion, I think it makes sense for us to only get items from shops and random drops, because that's basically, you know, how Spelunky works. You get items from shops. You get items occasionally just by finding them in your environment. Otherwise, tough luck, motherfucker. It's your own skill that's going to carry you through, which probably is a bad thing with respect to my Binding of Isaac prowess. We're going to start out fairly weak here. Unlike most challenge runs, pretty much every item that we've gotten doesn't really improve our offensive ability that much. But it does improve kind of our utility a little bit, you know, especially the compass. Necronomicon's gonna go a long way towards crowd control. I mean, I used it to prevent me from taking 1 heart of damage against that champion on the last room, and I could have used it on Monstro instead. But obviously the other condition, Necronomicon is not gonna be replaceable unless I come across... I guess I could have bought the notched axe and treated that as if it was the Matic in Spelunky, but, you know, that's not an ideal trade, in my opinion. So we got a ton of cash. We've got a spirit heart. Do we have a full heart back here? We have a half heart. So I'm just gonna get full health. I was thinking about going to that curse room, but instead I'm just gonna head downwards. Pageant Boy, not a great item to get when you have a very limited number of items at your disposal. That's okay, though. So we have key and bomb. We will definitely use... I wonder if I could use bomb here, go to the secret room, and get that tinted rock. Okay, well, that actually worked out fantastically. Exactly as planned. And with 27 cents, we're definitely gonna be making good use of these shops. Obviously... Battery 9-volt Nun's Habit are probably our key items right here. Treasure map would be awesome as well, not to give us access to the secret rooms, but to allow us later in the game to basically speedrun those late floors. Sometimes that ends up working fantastically, sometimes it ends up kind of being fruitless regardless, but, you know, usually worth getting in any case. We're not going to need keys too often here. I'm thinking we buy a key. I don't want to buy Book of Revelations just to get 1 Spirit Heart. I'd rather just buy the Spirit Heart at the source like I did right there. Speaking of which, the source, man. How are those guys still in business? You know, Radio Shack or Circuit City, the source, I guess. I was in there the other day. And I don't know how many people buy RC cars, but it must be enough to float at least 1 Vancouver location. Just HDMI cords and RC cars. That's all we do! And not even at a good price. No offense if you're the CEO of Circuit City's The Source, watching this right now. You know what? A little offense. Because when I was younger, I went to Radio Shack all the time. Your cables were super expensive. You sold me a gold-plated USB cable. As a 12-year-old kid walk in, hey kid, what do you need? I need a cable to connect my printer to my PC. Oh, you want to get this $50 gold-plated one. It makes the printer so much faster. You are a fucking liar. Hosea. That probably wasn't actually his name, but I tried to pick an uncommon name so as not to offend anybody in the audience. In any case, fuck you, Circuit City. Although you did sell me a USB keyboard for like $9 yesterday. The box was all broken, but hey, it still works. In any case, this has been my weird tirade against the Circuit City location known as the Source. In any case, let's get back on track, shall we? A lot of European viewers are probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? But you North American guys know what I'm talking about. That was also like, when I first started Let's Playing, I was like, hey, do you have like a something that can turn, like, AV cables into something that can be parsed by my computer or, like, received by my computer. And they're like, no, you need something that costs, like, $500 for that. And then I just went on Amazon and bought, like, a connector that cost $3 or $4. So, you know, maybe that's why they're going out of business. Should probably go back here and check out our second secret room and stop rallying against a dying corporate beast. We'll see what we got here. The bomb bag hasn't really come through for me all that much, but hey, Eternal Heart, that's awesome. Definitely need all of those we can get. Sorry, my brain just short-circuited there. And that is going to be necessary to give us HP upgrades, because apparently, if I had to guess, Pageant Boy on the first floor means the random number generator is not very happy with us today. Thankfully, that just worked right away. So we're going to snag some more HP upgrades, but hopefully we get some sweet deals with the devil here. For example, a deal with the devil that just takes us immediately to Krampus. That's pretty much exactly what I wanted. Lump of Coal with Isaac's base damage is an impenetrable combination. The enemies aren't going to know what hit them. Obviously, I am being sarcastic here. Maybe I'm not laying it on thick enough to be totally obvious. We're like 20% of the way through the Krampus fight here. I'm losing some health. I'll be okay with this as long as I don't actually lose that Eternal Heart. And we'd have to get hit an awful lot. It's not out of the question, but certainly it would be kind of a fringe case for me to lose... You know, what do we have, like 4.5 hearts? How did I not get hit there? For me to lose, like, yeah, 4.5 hearts at this point would probably be pretty unlikely, considering Krampus is about 50% dead. Not super happy about this whole ordeal, but Lump of Coal, you know, it's a passive pseudo-damage upgrade, which means it's not, you know, not to be trifled with, I guess. Or not to be insulted. Because, you know, damage upgrades are good enough in their own right. We are now at 4 hearts remaining before we lose that Eternal Heart. Assuming that the hearts actually do go Spirit Heart, Eternal Heart. Sometimes the Blood Bank will just take your Eternal Heart first, which is really frustrating. That was really dumb damage of me to take. Just trying to speed the fight up a little bit. Obviously, if I had any bombs at my disposal, I probably would use 1 or 2 here, just to speed things up a little bit, but I don't. And it's weird doing a challenge run where you don't start super strong. Most of the challenge runs are like, you know, start very strong and then get weaker as the game progresses. Or not proportionally weaker, I guess I should say. There's a bomb for us. This one is start a little bit strong, but not in a pure damage sense, which is a little unusual. But in any case, that's done. Slow run so far. But hopefully we find a way to get some more health as we move a little bit further along. There's a secret room for us, which I will absolutely blow up. Being able to go to shops is basically what makes this Spelunker's helmet super useful, because we can go to every single secret room, especially if Bomb Bag actually works for us. Allows us to get money. We spend the money at shops and hopefully gain enough to move forward with some confidence. But sadly, Dad's Key was the item found in that shop back there, which is not all that useful for us. Now that I have Lump of Coal, range ups are going to be not totally garbage, I'm assuming. But I'm still doing so little damage and taking an awful lot of damage. Unfortunately. But you know, these Spirit Hearts, easy come, easy go on these 2 Spirit Hearts that I have right here. These are not going to be carried through for the duration of the game. So losing health here doesn't matter too much, as long as we can, you know, press our advantages a little bit later on in the game. Obviously, we will be going to the shop here. Probably the most important thing on the floor for us, apart from that item room. Or sorry, the boss room. We can't go to the item room. Don't let me forget that! And if we find an arcade, might be able to make good use of that as well. I'm being stuck here. Come on, green nub. I guess I hit the green nub, so I can't really complain about it not working out well for me. But there go all of our Spirit Hearts. I'm not going to shoot the green nub yet, because I want to see if I can actually get him to fire over here and make me not have to use a bomb on this chest. Well, okay, we could be here for 100 years, so let's just pretend I never had those Spirit Hearts, and we'll move onwards here. This room doesn't really bother me, because with my range, I should be able to stay far away. But I'm not feeling super confident about our chances so far. That could change, but if it does change, it's likely going to be because of, you know, picking up like a Mom's Knife Polyphemus or some kind of crazy tier effect that gives us a lot of advantages. No need to use the Necronomicon yet. I just want to check out... Oh, no. Just want to check out our shop to see if I can, you know, power up this Necronomicon a little bit. It's nice to be using the Necronomicon, actually, because I, kind of take basically any other item instead of it most of the time. Treasure map, also a good pickup. Almost tempted to buy a bomb, surprisingly. Kind of sadly, actually. Bomb bag not really coming through as much as I would like it to. But we will use the bomb that we have to blow up these rocks, get to this chest, which contains a single half red heart, which is totally garbage. And we'll save our Necronomicon for this boss fight, because it has a tendency to be at least okay against bosses. I mean, as you saw, it killed Larry Jr. in 1 hit. But we really kind of desperately need to get a good deal with the devil or deal with the angel. Man, was it the last run that I recorded where I got super lucky and got Sacred Heart? I hate to say that, but I think that was the last run that we did. I hate to say it because it's like one item dictates so much of our success, but seriously, that item is so rare that it actually does make a difference. Yellow one, I don't know what it does, but that's okay because apparently the boss is just going to die in one hit regardless. We get an HP upgrade, much needed, perhaps, especially if I'm going to get deals with the devil later, but we also got to deal with the angel, probably for the scapular. Holy Grail, actually, that's a pretty solid upgrade, so that's going to give us flying as well as an extra heart container down to the next floor, and we're getting some advantages here. This is like picking up the jetpack or something in Spelunky. Let's check out our first secret room, and remember, we do have compass and map now, and there's a lot more money for us, which is good because I was feeling a little low for the shop, and we can actually speed through this floor really quickly now that we know what's going on, but what I will probably do is go make my way to the left to fight that mini-boss, because, you know, it could give us, an HP upgrade, which is basically the only thing I would want. Or, you know, more bombs, maybe a good tarot card. You never know. But in all likelihood, we'd be looking at an HP upgrade if we fight Gluttony. Otherwise, probably a waste of my time. But, you know, worth checking out regardless. In my opinion, at least. That was bad damage. I totally forgot that I could fly. Cut me some slack here. It takes a while for me to internalize it sometimes. There we go. Alright, so shop, probably greed. No, it can't be greed. What am I talking about? We'll definitely take Mom's purse, and then we will move onwards. Down to the left here, hopefully we will find a bomb and the second secret room. But for right now, let's just be content with what we have. We're at 7 hearts, you know, that's 4 up from where we started. That's pretty solid. Beyond that, lump of coal is basically our only offensive upgrade. And that's not all that great, or all that game-changing anyway. But we also have flying, which is important for us. And we got an extra bomb there. Sorry, I just had to click off the screen for a second. Because Avira Antivirus decided we got an emergency, we can't wait. We're offering you a special promotion on a product you already own. Oh, thanks, Avira. It's nice of you to have your customers' best interests in mind. You know, when I buy a product, I know I'm in the minority here, but I really like it when a company nags me after I buy a product to continue buying more of their products. Just really engenders a certain kind of goodwill with that organization on a long-term basis. Let's take this pill. Luck down. Doesn't bother me. I thought it was health down for a second and I got concerned, but luck down. You know, I got bigger fish to fry right now, like getting some damage upgrades somehow. I can't believe I took damage there like a total idiot, but that's okay. We're gonna wait for these guys, their aggression to reset. Yeah, like so. Then we're gonna bump in here. One of them is dead, finally. Almost took damage again. Second one will... Oh, I dodged right into that. I have no one to blame but myself for that. But again, you know, losing these hearts not a huge deal right now. Unless they hamper my ability to trade some of these hearts into a deal with the devil for something perhaps a little bit more valuable. And actually, the second secret room is over there. I'm hoping for another Eternal Heart, obviously. But it's unlikely. Guessing we're probably going to get some red hearts. Or, what's the other one that shows up all the time? Some red chests. Those in particular are annoying. This guy's impossible to hit. Are you seeing this incredible dodging? He's sliding on the floor like Travolta in Saturday Night Fever. There's another key for us. I can't believe I'm so low on bombs. I haven't been using them that consistently. I'm just gonna... I mean, I'm playing the fortune teller now because I actually do have Mom's purse. Which means if I get a trinket, then I should be able to, well, Cursed Skull I don't really like, but if I get one good trinket, I can also hold that in addition to the Polaroid. Yeah, let's go left hand Cursed Skull for now. Obviously, I'm not that interested in the left hand. Or sorry, I'm not that interested... Well, I'm not interested in either, really. Left hand or Cursed Skull. But, you know, left hand could prove valuable for us. Red chest maybe, in the long run will be good for us. But oftentimes they will just create spiders for us, which is pretty annoying. So I would just love to kill one of these guys, but sadly I need to get them all down to the ooze state first. There's some runs where these rooms are easy, and those are runs where basically you do enough damage to kill them in one hit or two hits. This is not one of those runs, at least in its current state. But we do have a nice framework. We have a nice base. We just need to put something a little bit better on top of it to allow us to do damage. I kind of was suspecting we would fight Ultra Pride, to be honest with you. I know that sounds like kind of revisionist history. Maybe I'm trying to build myself up to be a little bit more prescient than I actually am. But I was really thinking that. So now we can roll 2 left hands, perhaps. How did I get hit there? I don't even know if that would work, if that would increase our rate of spawning of red chests to, like, double or square what it would normally be. I don't know, man. We'll see. Weird interactions in this game, to be sure. For once, I didn't get a glitch as a result of Cheat Engine, and the ability to fly makes Ultra Pride really not all that bad in the whole scheme of things, even though I just took some pretty stupid damage there. Let's see what we get from killing him. Please don't take any more hits. Oh, well, never mind. Might impact my ability to get deals with the devil. Sure! We're gonna roll... Oh, I can't even pick it up. I was gonna say double left hands would be cool. I already have 2 left feet, so... Let's make our way down to this boss room. Again, we're rolling fairly slowly here. Largely due to the fact that I have not really amassed too much in the way of damage upgrades. Probably gonna try to hold on to this Necronomicon charge until we get into that boss room. But it's starting to become a little bit laborious. Which... frustrating, if you will. Tedious. Another way. But I like laborious. It just kind of rolls off. Laborious is a great word because it also sounds like it could have been like a Roman leader or something. Like, laborious, son of Artorius. Maybe it's a Dark Souls thing, I guess. Given the reference I just made there. I was very tempted to use my Necronomicon on here, but with one single human popcorn remaining, probably not all that valuable. Again, my shots do so little damage that it is unfortunately taking me forever to kill one champion human popcorn. Every time he spawns a fly, it takes like 3 hits for me to hit the fly, or kill the fly, I should say. So it's been a real pain in the ass, but we're gonna get almost back to full health. We're 2.5 down, now we're only 1.5 down. So, who knows, maybe deal with the devil will be possible. That is excellent. Get 2 spirit hearts from a random red chest. Thank you, left hand. Can't make our way into that boss room. Sorry, boss trap room, of course. But if I can just get these guys on a long path, like so, should be fairly easy for me to take them out as they come to me. If only I had Spirit of the Night, but I guess I can't really complain about having a flying plus health upgrade instead of a flying plus spectral tears upgrade. That's another luck down pill, if I remember correctly. This one is a troll bomb, which actually managed to hit me, which is really disappointing. Obviously, I don't want the luck down pill, but we're gonna have to hang on to it for now. And what are we dealing with? The Fallen. This is real good, actually, if we can make this work for us. The Fallen's gonna be a pain in the ass to fight, but it's basically like a guaranteed deal with the devil. I totally wasted a bomb there. Kind of want to just put this down here and hope that he runs into it. He didn't. If you're wondering why I'm not using the Necronomicon, I'm actually saving it for when the Fallen splits. The Fallen's weird. You've got to time your turns appropriately. If that makes any sense. And we've had some difficult boss fights. I mean, boss fights actually, by and large, have been fairly easy. Wow, that did very little damage. But like Krampus was a rough encounter, and now the Fallen. Certainly things could be easier for us than they have been so far. Alright, now we got 2 on us. This is going to be an issue. Getting pretty close. We're going to survive this. I'm 95% sure now. Unless I make some colossal mistakes. Well, that goes a long way towards reducing my confidence a little bit. But, yeah, we should still be able to make it out of this just fine. Might be a little bit low on health when it happens, but hopefully Charm of the Vampire will hook us up. Or they'll just drop some health. I couldn't dodge there effectively. One of these guys has got to be so close to death. Oh, there we go. So we got Book of Belial, which we can't even use, and now I'm starting to realize we might be totally fucked on this run. I think the conditions of the run are balanced, you know, with the advantages we started with, and the kind of restrictions I put on myself with no item rooms. The only problem is we had a shitty deal with the devil, followed by no deals with the devil, and kind of unsolid or useless item room upgrades. Sorry, boss room upgrades for us. So, you know, all is not lost yet, but we're coming up to the point where things are getting a little scary. We'll see, though. We'll see. As we go through what I assume is going to be the pink glitch here. I mean, left hand could end up giving us enough spirit hearts to survive, but that's entirely luck dependent. We could also end up hitting a bunch of troll bombs. We do have you normally don't get the pink glitch this early on. And it's only the depths part 1 especially. And we're still low on bombs, which strikes me as kind of insane. So we don't have enough money to really make the shop worthwhile, but I'm going to make our way over here regardless, because I feel like I really need... You know, there's a couple of outs for us if we're going to talk poker terms for improving our chances. One of them is getting some sweet upgrades for the Necronomicon, so we can use that more often. That'll give us some incremental advantage at the very least. One of them is, you know, getting something like a Mom's Knife or a Polyphemus, something that absolutely changes the game. But we can't really rely on that, so for right now, yeah, we'll take Pinky's eye in the left hand. For right now, we're just going to work on, hopefully, making good use of this shop. This is kind of a tough room. Our damage is still so low. That's our sore spot right now. And I mean, this is compensated for by the fact that we had such an amazing run a little while ago, where we got all of the greatest items you could possibly imagine in the game in one fell swoop. But still, it hurts, man. We're definitely going to have to make this one work for us. This is tougher than Spelunky. Full health? bad gas. Pretty similar, you know, full health versus a fart. This is an easy room, and I do appreciate that. The fact that this is Devs Part 1, though, due to the pink glitch, I almost assumed this was going to be a double room, which I think there might be a correlation there, but I guess it's not actually causation to say that the pink glitch 100% determines whether or not you're going to have an XL floor. In any case, poison damage to take out these flies seems like a good idea. Actually, I think thanks to the luck down pill, the pinky eye is not going to be as useful as it normally is, because luck affects our incidence of poison shots, I believe, anyway. That's how it works for tough love. Can't take the candle anyway, so I guess we have nothing to do in the shop. And things are starting to look pretty dire right now. You know, map plus compass means we do have a decent shot at getting something good in the... I mean, we have the Ankh as well, I should point out. So if I die, I'll respawn as Blue Baby, and then the Polaroid will be valuable. But we need some way to do extra damage, and, you know, fighting greed is not really something I'm too interested in at this point in my life, considering we can't actually use his health, or sorry, use his money regardless from this point on, unless we come across a Judgment. And we'll probably get enough money ambiently to just use Judgment regardless. So I think our step here is just going to be get these guys down to the ooze state. If we get a lucky poison shot, that should kill them before they respawn. And over time, we will eventually result in the deaths of a couple of these ooze guys, especially if the poison damage actually hit, which it does not appear to want to do. Oh, we actually got one killed there. And the poison damage will take him out, and him too. And we actually almost managed to get full health, just as a result of me kind of grinding those guys. Me grinding those guys, the Northernlion story. You're hilarious. I want to kill the bombfly, but if the bombfly wants to die near an enemy, I would not complain about that either. Let's take out Red Nub, because it's a pain in the dick. Watch out for the bombfly. I'm not killing the Green Nub yet either, because Green Nub could easily kill Popcorn, or, you know, that bombfly and then itself. And things are looking a little bit better. So we got 5 cents, which we can't do anything with unless we come across a Judgment, a full Necronomicon charge, which obviously I'm going to save for this mom fight. You don't hear me say this too often, but I'm pretty sure this mom fight is going to be real difficult. And that worries me. Poison damage on this pink one worked quite nicely, but we only get a cent. I could really use red hearts for once. Luckily, there's a pretty high incidence of just like second secret rooms full of red hearts, so maybe we'll get lucky here. We got a halo of flies that could help us on the next room. We got a red chest which contains 2 bombs, so we're gonna leave there. 2 live bombs, I should add. And this is definitely a room where I would consider using the Necronomicon if I didn't have the ability to fly, but because I do have the ability to fly, that is totally unnecessary, which is awesome. And really, we can just kind of hang out over here. The poison damage, if it hits them, will splash them. Oh, are you kidding me? If they see me, they turn around, which is unfortunate, but there we go. Got a happy medium here for at least a little while. You turn around, I shoot you. Are we really going to do this? I can do this all day. Alright, why don't you try it too? You come after me. You start going straight into the wall. We only have 2 rooms left before our boss room. Will we get the full health? Almost certainly not. Probably not going to have too much in the way of bombs either. Because we're just going to have these guys fire all at once, basically. And I'm going to mix it up. Move between them. Slowly but surely. Actually, probably fairly quickly now at this point. These guys will get whittled down. Poison damage will do it. Almost got hit there. And we'll fight Mom. I mean, I'm not sure how this is going to go. This is not Mom. This is Loki. I totally forgot that this is not a XL floor, despite saying that 6 or 7 times. Well, what we will do... That was bad damage. As soon as a bombfly spawns, we'll use Necronomicon, like so, to do extra damage to Loki, because that was like Necronomicon plus a bomb explosion around him. Seemed like smart play to me, assuming that is indeed how it worked. That is awful damage, man. I'm taking the worst possible damage against Loki, but Loki's almost dead regardless. He's a fairly easy boss. We get an HP upgrade, and I think it's a Tears upgrade as well. No, just an HP upgrade. I will continue to make that mistake every single time. Now we're going down to the floor where we'll fight Mom. And sadly, it's going to be Necropolis. So we do have... I really should have fought Greed now. That's if I'd remembered that we were on the Devs Part 1, I definitely would have fought Greed. It might have been a problem, but I would have gotten enough money to 100% use the shop effectively. I don't know why that was like entrenched in my brain. I think the pink glitch is 100% associated with... oh man, that was a bad room. Pink glitch is 100% associated with XL floors in my mind, unfortunately, which caused that issue there. So we are in the secret room. The room adjacent to the secret room, I should say. Apparently my brain has just totally stopped working. That was bad on my part as well, but in my defense, I really thought that guy was going to die much faster than he has. Mostly because I think by this point in the game, my brain is usually programmed to be doing more damage than, you know, 1/6 of a gluttony or miniature gluttony's health per hit. Well, we found our second secret room as well. Question is it going to take like all of our bombs to get it back after we go through this? Well, whether it does or it doesn't, we got to make our way here. Let's bomb our way back out because I really want to maximize my chances of leaving this floor with the Eternal Heart. Sadly, this is going to cost us all of our bombs, which might be a really silly mistake, but hopefully we'll find a way to get a Spirit Heart or something on our way to the shop, which should not contain greed, but might because, well, you know, there's no greed in the secret room, so there's always a chance, and there's no other mini-boss listed on this floor as of yet in our map plus compass combination. So maybe there's no mini-boss on the floor, or maybe super greed's in the shop. Both of them, I would say, not unlikely. But I really, really desire not the ladder in the shop, not notched pickaxe, which I think we've already had, so it's very unlikely. Oh, don't get hit! Okay, we're still good. Surprising dodging, believe it or not. There we go. We got another red heart. That's something. We can afford to spend 1 cent to get in here, I think. Mostly I just wanted to see if there was a Spirit Heart available by way of a fortune teller or something, but no such luck, so we spent our last cent before the 15th cent, and we're gonna go check out the shop over here. This is a room that could easily cost me this Eternal Heart, and I'm kind of, you know, the Eternal Heart, don't get attached to it. It's pretty unlikely that we're gonna make it work for us. It was just something I had to check out in that secret room, and after spending the bomb, I might as well just pick it up, right? But it's something that is very much, if I could keep it, I would love to, but it's not a huge predictor of our success. It would merely be a minor victory on the road to what is a hopeful eventual success. Demon Judgment, I would love to, man, but I can't right now. And we're going to be able to buy a Spirit Heart. Unfortunately, the ladder was available. Well, the Spirit Heart is going to protect the Eternal Heart, but apart from that, that doesn't really open up Demon Judgment or the Blood Bank to me. So I think we just make our way to this mom boss fight and hope that it all goes well. We've had bad shops, reasonably bad item rooms, so I'm really hoping... Oh, come on. And of course the red chest contains all bombs, just to make things a little trickier on me. I'm really sincerely hoping that we manage to get to that boss room, maintain our Necronomicon charge, maybe even get full health back by then. Oh, there goes our Spirit Heart, so we're back in... Oh, there goes the Eternal Heart. And there goes another one of my red hearts, so scratch basically everything I just said. Yep, there goes more. What good is the ability to fly if I don't actually use it? And a tarot card, the Devil. That's really useful, actually. That'll help us out a lot on this mom boss fight. Probably not worth the cost that we spent on that room, but... You know, it's better than not getting anything in return for losing an Eternal Heart, a Spirit Heart, and a lot of red hearts as well. And I'm starting to feel skeptical that we're actually going to be able to beat Mom. Blue Mom's going to be a real challenge. Red Mom would probably be the easiest, as usual, and regular Mom would be definitely up in the air, too. But we'll see, we're getting there. These rooms shouldn't be too bad, but we haven't really gotten many advantages that make us... Or that make me, I should say, very confident about our chances moving forward. But we'll try. That's all I can promise. And again, this is one of the slower runs we've done recently, because it kind of flies in the face of my normal challenge run ideas, or the ones that I choose. Which, not my ideas, because I take the ideas wholesale from the YouTube comments, basically. Not to take credit away from you guys, obviously. But, what the heck was I going to say? Normally, I pick challenge runs that... start with a lot of power and get a little bit, you know, diminishing returns as the game progresses, if you will, whereas this one kind of works in the opposite way. We will double our money because I want to make sure to carry this Devil card with me. This is an annoying room for sure. I'm just going to put a bomb here, leave it the last second, and we'll do it like that. I'm going to do exactly the same thing here. I don't know how I got hit, but with only one remaining, it cost me 2 bombs. And if I can get out of this only taking a hit, maybe 2, then I will be a happy camper. Oh, well, there's 2. I kind of just need to get into the open air here, I think. Okay, we got a heart back. That's good. Devil card, Necronomicon against regular Mom. I'm just going to let the foot come down. We're going to pop that Devil card. That's going to give us a chance. And I'm going to wait to pop Necronomicon until the foot comes down. Which did actually probably like 30% of her health. So between all of that, my ability to fly... Charm of the Vampire. Is it going to be enough? I think we're going to be on the borderline, to be honest with you. I think there's a reasonable chance of success, but also I would not be surprised to see us totally fail. And by us, I mean me. My successes are always personal, but my failures, of course, communal. Let's just move it backwards. We're basically on par to die at the same time we kill Mom. I would love to have a little health buffer too, because, you know, I don't want that explosion that she sends off at the end of the fight to kill me. This is much easier to deal with now, which is not creating a bunch of enemies constantly. Oh, that should not have hit me. I tried to get out of the way, but failed miserably. Stay in the corner. Nothing bad happens in the corner. I think we might be fucked. And by might be, I mean like reasonably good chance. Ooh, almost dodged right into that. Managed to stop myself. And we do have... The Charm of the Vampire came through with a little bit of extra health there, which is actually really important. I should probably start popping down some bombs. Oh, how did I dodge that? Yeah, I should probably start throwing down some bombs for the chance of hitting the foot. But we actually like turned this around a little bit. Some very clutch dodges came through for me. One more, like the mom's foot explosion would still kill me. We got a weird human-colored Gish analog there. How I'm not taking damage is beyond me. There we go. Okay, now we're at 1-to-1 with Mom. With very little health remaining on both of us. Thank you, Charm of the Vampire. We lived just long enough to get a range upgrade. Am I right, guys? We're set now. 2 hearts going down to the womb. I was very confident we were going to die there. So even this minor success is, you know, it feels like something to me. It feels like we've accomplished a little bit. Not very much, to be sure, but a little bit. Let's just do... I shouldn't have done it like that. That was really silly. Let's try it like this. Luckily, I probably won't need these bombs for the Mom's Heart boss fight, because it's pretty unlikely we're going to get to the Mom's Heart boss fight in the first place. Rooms like this are a total pain in the ass. I mean, we stand a little chance of being hit too much, but it's going to take forever for us to, like, wear these enemies down. They have a ton of health, and we don't do very much damage at all. Keep in mind, for that Mom's Heart boss, or sorry, the Mom boss fight, one more hit will kill us, so we might actually die, you know, with a whimper instead of a bang on this double Monstro room, which is pretty sad. But I had the Devil card for that Mom boss fight. Without that, that fight would have taken like 40% longer, and that probably would have gotten me killed. I actually don't know how much the Devil modifies your attack. It might be double. If it doubles it, then I probably 100% would not have succeeded. Unless I got very lucky with Charm of the Vampire or something. Anyway, we're almost done with the craziest room in history. Thank you for the Spirit Heart, keeping me on life support just long enough to laugh in my face as I die. My suspicion is that the game's keeping me alive just long enough for Skolex to kill me, which would be hilarious and also incredibly sad. But let's not talk as if we're dead yet, because we're not dead yet. We're getting pretty close, especially if I can't dodge these guys. You know, I haven't been playing fantastically. I would never suggest that. But my dodging ability in the later stretches of the game here has been pretty remarkable. A lot of it is luck-based, but a lot of it is just, I'm not going to say skill necessarily. Shall we say good reflexes temporarily. Temporary aptitude. A phenomenon known only to myself, I guess. Mostly ineptitude. Anyway, what do we have in here? Another red heart. That's going to keep us alive a little bit longer. There's a chance for us to get down to the next floor. And judgment! In the nick of time, a beacon from heaven itself is going to give me the item necessary to beat the game, Loki's Horns. Tears upgrade. Well, we are going to fire faster, and we're going to get another Spirit Heart from Larry Jr. here, assuming we live. So we'll divide and conquer Larry Jr. here by launching some poison damage at the middle of his body. Sadly, he ran into us, so there goes that Spirit Heart that we started with, but we'll get another one here in just a second. So, there we go. There's another Spirit Heart. More red hearts? I kind of want to do one more room just to get Necronomicon built up for the boss. Hopefully I don't regret this. This room's not so bad. I'll probably take a little damage. But it might actually be worth taking a little damage to get a Necronomicon charge built up. Especially, you know, this laser is actually killing many of the gluttonies for me. I almost killed that one, too. At least did some damage. Alright, so that ended up being a good decision. Picked up another bomb. You know, we're starting to claw back a little bit here. We might have a chance, depending on who this boss is. Not the bloat. Teratoma? That's not so bad. What we could basically do is just kind of hang out over, like, bust up Teratoma a little bit. which should happen very soon, because Teratoma is fairly weak from an HP standpoint. And once we get the Teratomas broken down a little bit more, that was not great. We'll fire some shots from safety, we'll pop Necronomicon, and we should be able to take out some of these spiders and other Teratoma, like so. So very slowly and tediously, we will start making some progress here. These are usually like 3 hitters, and I've taken a little bit more damage, but that's okay, because we gained a little bit more health during the same period. And we're gonna survive! I can't believe it! We're going down to the Womb Part 2, actually in a much better position than we were in when we finished the Depths Part 2. And we get a Temperance card, which doesn't strike me as something that's particularly useful right now. But who knows, man, things can change. Is there anything I could want in here? Well, we'll definitely end up playing the Blood Bank. I mean, it feels like I'm just playing to eventually die later, and that's always disappointing. But why not give it a shot? I'm gonna play this thing one more time. I didn't even want the Curved Horn. Puts us in a nightmare situation. Now I have to get the Polaroid. There we go. And we're just gonna leave because I don't want to deal with this bull S. And I'm coming in here to fight this room. I got kind of lucky to run into easy enemies. I wanted to go to the secret room, which was my entire basis for coming in here. We also got a red heart out of it, which is awesome. Our secret room contains not greed. 6 cents, okay. Again, maybe Judgment could come out and play with us, thus allowing us to get a little bit of an extra advantage before this Mom's Heart boss fight, which is probably going to be a serious war of attrition, given that I do very little damage and only have 4 bombs, and the bombs are not modified in the sense that, you know, I don't have Mr. Mega or anything. So, you know, it's a tough spot for us to be in. But I did beat Mom, and I've made it this far. Maybe we can continue with this kind of remarkable streak of good luck. And make something beautiful happen. Oh my god, don't get killed by the doppelganger or the guts. This should not be super tough. We're just gonna slowly but surely do some damage here. We know these enemy patterns, obviously. There we go. We've only got 1 left on this side. Then we just gotta fly this dude onto some spikes. And not a huge... Well, actually, that was kind of a huge loss. Now, this should be an easy enough room. Now, my dream is that we get very lucky here. And we kill one of the bomb flies when it's around a rock, and then the rock turns out to be a hidden tinted rock. Not necessarily a likely course of events, but if a tinted rock exists on this room, I want to find it kind of desperately. We can also use the bomb flies to kind of... I like these better than regular Fistula, because they move so slowly. With some item combinations, like with Mom's Knife, this guy's a pain in the ass, obviously. But most of the time, I prefer this setup. Oh, I really thought I could blow up that bomb fly close to those rocks. Okay, these ones we can do. I'll totally botch that again. Okay, these ones down here. There we go. Nothing there. Now we got some more bomb flies. This is where we're going to make our stand here. Oh, that was the worst dodging. Okay, this guy's hurt. That didn't get any tinted rocks. How about up here? Nope. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just speed this up a little bit. At least we gained a half heart on this room. And another key and another nickel. Getting money just in time to have it be completely useless. We will have Necronomicon built up for this Mom Heart boss fight, assuming we live long enough. Which is definitely up in the air now that I'm only 1 hit away from death. I almost welcome it. Come on. Come on, hit me. I want you to hit me. Actually, we're not 1 hit away from death. We're a hit and a half. I must have had a Charm of the Vampire pop somewhere along the line there. Well, now I am in straight-up Polaroid invincibility territory, which means we are going to blow up this blood bank if we don't get any extra health, because I absolutely need it if I want to survive. Pulling out all the stops. Let's see what we get. We get nothing of worth, so Temperance, blow it up. Please give me at least 1 red heart. Half of a red heart is something, but it's almost akin to nothing. Dying on the room directly before the Mom's Heart boss fight would be disappointing. Dying on Mom's Heart at least has a little sense of nobility to it, almost. Yep, there we go. Died on the room before it. But we have the Ankh, so we come back. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so let's try to make this work. Can we beat Mom's Heart with Polaroid invincibility and 3 Spirit Hearts total? Almost certainly not. 7 bombs is nothing to sneeze at. It's gonna make a dent, but we need to make more than a dent. Anyway, we're gonna try at least. I did not expect to be alive this long. So I almost want to use Necronomicon right away, but I'm probably gonna save it until after all the bombs are gone. My thinking being I probably should have used it now that I think about it. But my thinking on that is we can basically use Necronomicon as a bomb to kill maybe all the zombies, or if Chubb spawns or something like that. Maybe we can get lucky. But in the meantime, we're going to be doing very little damage over a very long time scale. So sit back and enjoy the Marathon Mom's Heart boss fight in the Binding of Isaac. And again, I want the game to kill me, or at least do its best. Sadly, I appear to be completely invincible. What was that Lemmy from Motorhead said? Or in the original Ace of Spades, he said, "I don't want to live forever." And then in the updated, like, 2008 Rock Band 2 remix, he's like, "But apparently I am." I feel you, Lemmy. I'm in the exact same situation right now, man. Total rock star. Won't let me die. Well, that's not good for us. That almost seemed like an intentional throw, but I promise you my brain is just getting low on power. Don't die against the bomb flies again. That tarot card could be really useful. Let's pick it up. The sun, holy shit. Does that actually give us 3 spirit hearts? If it does, we can survive a little bit longer. And you can tell this is going slowly. It doesn't give us 3 spirit hearts, by the way. You can tell this is going slowly because Mom summoned a second monster to fight, which is something that I don't think I've ever seen before. Which means this might indeed... I mean, we're doing base damage. Like, on the second womb floor, base damage is real terrible. You don't need me to tell you that, but seriously. That is absolutely god-awful. And for once, the Sun card actually didn't prove to be that valuable. Now, Necronomicon, it would be foolish not to use it, basically. Oh, no! I thought I could actually survive it at that point. But in any case, thank you to Crimson Waffles for that suggestion. That was the Spelunky run. As always, continue suggesting your own challenge run suggestions, and I'll do the ones that I post. Isaac Yon. In any case, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.